A few years ago, when I was sitting in class browsing YouTube Shorts on my phone, I came across a short that would change my life forever. This video was of Jelly Bean, a PNG tuber who blew up by being loud and very energetic. Now, her content was directed towards kids whose frontal lobe isn't fully developed, which, lucky for me, I was one of those kids, seeing it was my freshman year of high school. Ever since then, I wanted to become a PNG tuber myself, and maybe one day become a fully fledged out VTuber like Ren Penrose in them. Anyways, I've always struggled to try and start it up. It's always either I didn't have the technology to start this, or I was busy with school, or I just plain on didn't have any ideas to work on. And I still don't have that many ideas, but at least I got two of the three. I decided to try and start content creation recently because I'm almost 20 and I still don't have a proper job because I'm a chud who's scared of people and driving, and I live in a city where if I walk to work, I will get robbed. Anyways, last Christmas, I was obsessed with Vocaloid/Unaloid music, which I still am, don't get me wrong. And I wanted to try out making music, which I am still no good at, but I realized when struggling to make Teto sing in OpenUTA that I now have all the resources to start becoming a PNG tuber, so I started to get to work in February because I am fucking lazy. First, I needed the proper programs and resources. I have Pngtuber Mini, which still bugs out from time to time, but that's neither here nor there. But I needed a model, and I can't draw, so what can I do? Because I'll be damned if I was a Stickman PNG tuber, mainly because every Stickman YouTuber either talks about history or illicit substances or whatever offending everybody makes these days. So yeah, I was stuck in a conundrum. But then I had an idea. I am obsessed with this anime called Neon Genesis Evangelion, and a part of the merch for the show, there's this cute little Rei Ayanami plushie that has zero thoughts behind her head, so I just snapped a PNG model off Amazon and drew an open mouth on her in Photofia, so boom. I got a model now until my friend finishes drawing my original model professionally. Next, I need the proper software to even stream and record content, so like the basic bitch I am, I downloaded OBS Studio and took an overlay from Stream Elements to use for streaming, and then I watched a video on how to record videos as a PNG tuber for shorts/TikToks and more, because apparently OBS struggles to let PNG tubers record a transparent video with Pngtuber Mini. Part of it still didn't work, but after looking in the comments of the video, I found the solution, and then boom, I had the proper resources that work most of the time. Now I need an editing software. I got so many options for free resources, so I did my research and learned that CapCut sucks balls at being good for actual content instead of TikTok brain rot. So then I decided to use DaVinci Resolve, which is an all-around good editing software for people on a budget. I just recommend having some patience to learn the software because DaVinci is not that beginner friendly. Literally, my first YouTube short, which is less than a minute long, took 7 hours to make. Now I can make them in 2 to 3 hours depending on the length, and I know I'll be quicker over time, so boom chakalaka. We now got an editing software that works. Next up, I needed a name for the channel, and the model my friend is working on is moon and flower themed and is heavily inspired from the game series Code Vein. I need to get the second game for real. So I decided to make my name Lunar Dusk Veil. Not much thought behind it, so yeah. We got the name decided, so what's next? Oh fuck. Next up, and the part I still don't have entirely figured out by the time of making the script, is my microphone setup. Now, I have three options. I can use the microphone that is built into the laptop, and that is a massive nope. Next, I could use my 2-year-old earbuds I got for $20 at the Wall of the Marts, but those recently decided to stop working, so now I'm down to my final option, which is use random earplugs from my dad and edit the audio in OBS and DaVinci so it sounds somewhat decent and not like I'm speaking from the middle of Daytona during the Daytona 500. So now we got everything we need. But yeah, now I need script ideas for shorts and other stuff, so I browsed Instagram Reels because the feed gives me stuff I like, and the occasional wild-ass video that leaves you questioning life because that's Instagram for you. And after an hour of browsing, I got like 10 short ideas and more questions than answers about the world. But that's okay, we got what we needed. Anyways, these now that I have everything I needed to become a PNGtuber, it's time to do the scariest part and hit the record button. And now here we are. You're watching my first long form video, and I'm over here wondering why you stayed here so long to see my shitty little video. But yeah, how are you doing, dear viewer? Please tell me about your day in the comments below. But now that we have reached the end of the video and it is time for us to move on with our lives, I'll probably still be here making videos and you'll be doing great things with your life. Toodles, my dear viewers, and as every other YouTuber says, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Only if you want to. I'm not your fucking dad.